Yo. Mr. CV in the building, man. What on?
Yes, man.
It's been a while. You finally done it.
Hey, obviously it's your boy Mr. CV. You know, I'm here for another special video. I'm in Nogap Studios at this moment, and obviously we're about to keep it going, man. And you know what? I have to say, appreciate the originator of Nogap Studios as well.
Thank you.
Calling me to come and to grace my presence, and I feel privileged. I might be small, but I'm mighty. But that doesn't mean anything. I humble myself in the hands of the Almighty. So let's go.
There's a saying, patience is power.
It is. Hey, so this is one of my titles. Power of patience.
It's crazy, man, because sometimes when you try and exercise patience, it can crack you, man. Because I don't think people understand that it's not a race. It's a marathon. This thing is a marathon. Like, it's not where you're gonna be in 2 years, 1 year, and it's over. Like, we're grinding. Like, you want to get to a situation where you're happy, you're comfortable, and to reach that sort of goal, you need to exercise patience. Why do you think a lot of people find it so difficult to exercise that actual thing, patience, like waiting? Why is waiting so difficult, especially in social media right now, where everyone wants everything as soon as possible? Like, everything's so quick, everything's so fast. What are you doing? Where are you now? Where are you going? These are the things that people see straight away, but they don't want to see, like you spoke about, the vision or how long it's going to take you to get there. Now, it's something that's in us, because we need to exercise that patience so we can be comfortable, and that will literally put you in a good space where you know where you're going. No matter what, if someone sees me and tells me, oh, listen, what you're really doing, it's long, don't do it, because it's going to take you ages for you to get there. Or you're seeing someone doing something that you're doing, but they're doing it better. Like you said, they found the technique, they found the structure that works for them. But your life's not their life.
Of course.
So where do you sit down with yourself and find the middle ground and say, listen, I have to be patient with what I'm doing. This is a journey, this is a story. A lot of people don't talk to themselves like that. Even sometimes I find myself, I'm sitting down in my room sometimes, I'm thinking, how long do I have to wait? Is it the fact that there is no date? There's no date. Is that what's killing me?
My mom says I will be successful, but she never gave me a date. Success can come at any time. With this patience thing, obviously, it's quite hard to exercise patience, because when you look all around you, you see people. Person's driving the latest car. You see this, so you think, when is my turn? Like, you start asking, you start saying, God, when?
Or what am I doing wrong?
What am I doing wrong?
What am I doing there?
No, let me tell you this, yeah. Any person that is doing something better than you is your teacher. Any person that is doing something better than you is your teacher. What the problem we have is people have a lot of ego and pride. If you're doing something better than me, I should be willing to learn from you. What are you doing that is better? You don't have to copy what they're doing. You can take an example from them and modify it to your taste. Modify it to the point that it works for you. Because life is not linear. Life is not straightforward. And I would say we as black community, we always think life is straightforward. Because I've always said it. We'll go to school, we go to secondary school, we go to primary school, secondary school, college, uni. Next minute, get a wife, give birth, and then the circle starts again. It's not like that. Some people, they might go to secondary school, they get kicked out at year 11, end up in pupil referral unit. You know, the life is changed already. The journey has changed. This patience part, we just need to just take it easy. Like someone said, when the money is not the focus, your creativity expands. With a lot of these people, for example, when they start YouTube, the money is the focus. This person's earning 1 million, this person's earning this. For me, it takes about 10 to 15 years of pure hustle and hard work to really reach the top. 10 to 15 years. A lot of people, when people hear 10 to 15 years, people are like, wow, oh, I have to wait that long. Unless you blow, unless you just go viral. But realistically, it takes about 10 to 15 years of pure hard work, pure calculation. Working hard is not enough. It's about you strategizing, getting better. Every year, I can tell you that every year I've gotten better. Every year, financially, physically. So us getting better is, oh, if I'm earning 30k today and next year I'm earning 60k, I've gone better. No. If you're earning 30k today, next year you earn 32k. You're already 2k better off than last year. But the problem is people want that massive. And another thing as well, you mentioned as well, is a lot of us in our community, we don't really reflect. We don't take time to reflect. We don't sit down for ourselves and think, wow, how can I do this better? How can I be better at this? So we need to start reflecting on how can we do things better? How can we get better at this? And a lot of people, it's like, we're not really reflecting. We're just living a life of, oh yeah, I just want to make sure I'm living a comfortable lifestyle. My family living a comfortable lifestyle. Forget about your family for a second. Think about yourself. Like, think about you. Because at the end of the day, the family you're trying to please, if something happens to you, everybody's going to continue their work. Everybody's going to continue living their life like as if nothing's happened. So it might sound selfish, but you need to look after yourself. You need to get better. That's why throughout this YouTube journey, I'm using it as a way of finding myself, of getting better, of improving myself, seeing what I'm better at. So you can't come and tell me that, oh, I'm not good at this. Before you say I'm not good at this, I already know I'm not good at it. But I'm ready to develop myself and get myself better at it. So when it comes to these patients, everybody needs to just take their time. When I was doing my driving test, it took me 8 years to pass. 8 years. Some people pass faster than me. Not because they're a better driver than me. It's just that I realized that, you know what? My time is coming. But the date is when I don't know. So what do I need to do? I need to continue developing, keep getting better. Because the people that were passing, they weren't better drivers than me. I knew I could drive comfortably. But the person that was wanting to pass me, maybe that person wasn't on shift that day. Who knows?
So would you say developing yourself, practicing, gives you that date? It provides that date because the more you're getting better.
There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee in anything. But one thing that is guaranteed is that whether you get to that day or you don't get to that day, the fact is you're constantly improving yourself. That's the only guarantee.
So when you get to that date?
Because so that when you get to that date, you're ready to manage that date. I've already said that I don't want to go viral too quickly. The reason is because I want it to be a step-by-step process. Because when I do get bigger, I can manage that. There's some people that get bigger tomorrow and they can't manage it. They lose it straight away because you know why? They haven't gone through that process. They haven't gone through that process. That's why even if you give someone £1 million today, by next week, it's all gone. Because they haven't gone through that process. They haven't worked hard for it. And I was going to touch on something as well, which just even come to my mind. People will call people that have a lot of money stingy. But people that have a lot of money, they're not stingy. What they want is they don't want people relying on them. Like for example, if you ask me for £500, if I give you the £500, I know the likelihood is you're going to spend that £500. You're going to come back to me and ask me for more money, which is that become a frustration on me. So instead of giving you £500, I'd rather help you out to help you so that you can start making £500 on your own, so that you don't have to continue coming to me. So that even if the money finishes, you know already how to make £500. Does that make sense? So because a lot of people, they start saying, rich people are stingy. They're not necessarily stingy. It's just that they just don't want people to consistently come and keep asking them. So for me personally, when it comes to all these things, all these, we do need to reflect as a community. We need to reflect, how am I getting better? You can't just wake up every day, you do the same thing over and over again, because once you become an adult, life does become a bit boring. Because you get into a routine where you do the same thing over and over again. The last 10 years, you probably ate rice a lot of times. At some point, you get fed up of eating rice, but tomorrow, you still eat rice again. Because you know why? You think, what other food are there for you to eat? You know what I mean? But you need to be finding ways that you can be making life interesting. My normal day is always interesting. I'm always doing different things every day. So I don't have the same day every day. So it keeps me motivated. It keeps me going. And because of my vision as well, I feel like I was born to reach as high as I can. And I'll finish it with this. You have to strive to be at the top because the bottom is overcrowded. You find maybe people you know at the bottom. You find your family members at the bottom. So many people at the bottom. It's only about 1% or less than 1% is at the top. Because the bottom is overcrowded. Overcrowded. So you have an option. Do you want to strive to be at the top? Or do you want to stay at the bottom? It's up to you.
Good stuff, G. That's not, yeah. I'm just feeling this place with
no gaps.
Content.
You're the one that said no gaps. So I'm trying to fill up all the gaps.
You catch yourself daydreaming?
Daydreaming? When you say daydreaming, no, I don't really catch myself daydreaming
like,
too much.
When I say daydreaming, I say like maybe you're doing something and you just dream. Like, you got a vision and you're there. You can feel it. You wake up in the morning and you can feel where you want to be. You can feel for that. It could be a second. It could be 5 minutes. You can feel what it tastes like. You can feel the energy of you being where you want to be. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Of course, look, it's a good thing because someone said everything you're doing now, it accumulates to where you're going to. You might not reach the destination, but you're building it little by little till you reach that destination. That's why I said that. Because you're doing it little by little, when you do reach that destination, you'll be able to manage it. Because when you reach that destination, it's harder than when you were beginning. Because you know right now, when you're beginning now, you don't have too many negative comments that you have to deal with. When you now reach the top, God, that's when you know negative comments.
So you say when you reach your negative comments, that means people are noticing you, right? You know you're somewhere.
No, you need those negative comments because the more negativity you get, that shows the level your video has gone. Because the higher your video goes, the more negative comments you receive. And in order for people to comment negatively, they have to have watched the video. You understand? If they haven't watched your video, how can they comment negatively? But you have to think about it. They're helping you. Because the more they keep commenting negatively and watching it, it's helping you to increase your videos. So, when it comes to this visualization, everything I do is about, I've got to believe in it. I will say I'm one of the most self-confident person that you meet. But I wasn't self-confident. Because when I was growing up, you get a lot of, I'll say, racist comments from our people. Say, you're too dark, you're too this, you're too... So all those things, it really affected me. It really affected me. But as I was growing up, I said, you know what? People always told me I have confidence. And I'm not going to say I don't have confidence. Because they should have inserted confidence into my middle name when my parents should have done that. I do have confidence. And I'm not going to say I don't have confidence. I'm grateful that I have confidence actually. But the self-confidence wasn't there. I was a skinny guy. So the self-confidence wasn't there. Plus you get a lot of negative comments. You're too dark. Like I said, you're too dark. You're ugly, you're this, you're that. But as I was growing up, I realized that I needed to build my self-confidence. So when I do hear comments like that, it doesn't affect me. Because within myself, I'm confident within my ability. You need to visualize where you're going. You need to believe in it. You need to believe in what you're doing. If you don't believe in what you're doing, there's no point. There is no point. You need to believe in what you're doing. Because you know why? When you believe in what you're doing, even if you're getting 4 views, that belief will be there that, don't worry, we're going to make it. when I started, we're getting small views. Now we're going up little by little. Before you know it, who knows? After this video, who knows? Your system can change. But the thing is this is, you know what? I've always said, if my story changed, let's say for example, I make it tomorrow. Every person that's been part of that journey I'll carry them along. For me, it's a case where I think you do need to visualize where you're going. And that vision, hopefully, with that belief in yourself, that will, hopefully, I know for sure. Because if you're buying all this, if you're doing all this and you don't believe what you're doing, there's no point. And also, another thing as well is, with all these videos you're doing, it might not be you that makes the video go big. It might be when you have kids. Your kids might be the one that takes your video to another level. You know, some people, they've made video 5 years ago. It's only now that people are recognizing the video. So
that's
imagine
the special thing about YouTube now. Your videos stay for life.
There's a lot of things our parents have told us. When I was younger, I used to do this. When I was younger, I used to do this. I was first in my class. But there's no evidence. All these videos we're doing, they're evidence. I might be sitting with my kids, watching myself with these videos. Those are evidence. So when I tell my kids, I've been on Nogap Studios, there's an evidence for it. Because this video is an evidence.
We don't know where Nogap is going to go to.
We don't know where Nogap is going to go to.
We don't know where it's going to go to.
Exactly.
And this video could literally be just part of a million views.
Who knows?
Nogap has gone in 10 years or whatever.
Who knows? And even if the videos don't go big now, the videos might go big 10 years later.
Yeah.
But the problem is this, that people are so in a rush that people think, wow, the videos has to go big now. No. Do the videos because you enjoy doing it. Because some days you'll be spending time editing. You just think, wow. You have to create thumbnails. You have to create this. You have to create that. It's not easy. But the fact is, if you do it because you know what, I kind of like doing this, don't worry, you find the motivation.